All right, so I'll be talking about the state transition table for the RS, and now I'll be talking. And well, after that, I'll be talking about the state transition table for the D flip flop. So now I'm gonna talk about the state transition table for the JK flip flop. So the state transition table for the JK flip flop. Now, the state transition table for the JK flip flop, again, what I shouldn't really use every time. I always say that I'm gonna use the red pen, but I always use the wrong one because I don't actually look at it. I just blindly pick one. Anyway, so again, the state transition table is basically telling you, you're gonna be in a certain state, you want to go to the other state. How do you set the inputs, so J and K? So let's suppose we are in the zero state and we're gonna go to zero, so we are basically gonna stay to zero, or we're in zero and we're gonna go to one, or if we are at one, we wanna go back to zero, or for instance, if we are at 1 and we want to stay at 1, what do we do? Well, if you remember the JK flip-flop I've been talking about before, so here, we can basically think about J as a set and K as a reset. The only property is that if you set both to 1, then it basically toggles. So if it's 0, it goes to 1. If it's 1, it goes to 0. Therefore, you can actually basically make the state transition table fairly easy. If we are in the 0 state and we're going to go to the 0 state, so we are basically going to stay in the 0 state, then I definitely gonna want to have J, which is our set to 0, and K, which is our reset. We can use a don't care. So again, I'm gonna put an X here. Some textbooks actually use a quotation, a question mark, like so. But I'm not gonna use this. I'm just gonna stick to my textbook, which is actually using an X. So, but it's the same. Basically, it's the same. So if we have 0 and we want to go to 1, if we are at state 0, we're going to go to 1 as an output. Then what do we do? Well, we definitely want to have J, so our set to 1. And again, it doesn't really matter to what we put K, so our reset. So we can basically say, okay, it doesn't matter, it's doesn't care. Then if you want to go from 1 to 0, like so, then we definitely want to have K, which is our reset to 1, but it doesn't really matter how we put J. We can both put it to 0 or 1, doesn't really matter. And again, if we are at state 1 with output 1, we still gonna want to have this output. So 1, we want to have K, our reset, to 0, and it doesn't, at this point, doesn't really matter how you put set because we have reset to 0, so it's a don't care. So yeah, this is basically the state transition table for the JK flip-flop. And remember, as I said, the state transition table basically says if you start from an output, then we're gonna go to another output. It says, okay, just fill in the values of your inputs in order to fulfill your duty and go to the desired output. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is fair. This is as simple as that, literally.